Hey guys, how are you? It's Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. I'm pre-recording a video for next week. Today's August 31st. I cannot believe tomorrow starts September. I can't believe it. I just can't get over it. So anyways, when I think of September, you know, I'm a bird girl. I like all the fall months. And when I think of September, I think of sunflowers. That's one of my favorite flowers. And so I've been working on some subscription boxes and some vendor cards for the vendor event that I got coming up September 9th. And I wanted to do a sunflower one. So I'm going to go ahead and put you down. This one has a little bit of stamping, a little bit of watercolor, a little bit of everything in it. So let's go ahead and put you down. And I'm going to apologize if you hear some screaming. I'm okay. Paul's okay. It's the first Alabama game of the year. So here we go. Bear with me. And Nick Saban is no longer their coach. So this is going to be an interesting game. So I don't know what I'm going to hear. Okay, so I took a piece of our pecan pie, which is 8.5 by 11, and I cut it down to 8.5 by 5.5 and scored it 4 1/4. Just our basic card size. However, we are going to do it horizontal instead of vertically. Okay, this is our So Saffron. It's a really pretty, just a super light yellow, soft yellow. So we're going to go ahead and adhere that piece down. That piece is 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah. So then the next thing we're going to do is we got a piece of basic white, which is going to be 5 by 3 3/4, and it's going to go on here. But before we do anything, oh, I forgot to make my marks. We are going to stamp on it. So I have a piece of 1.5. Make sure these are the right size. They are 1.5 by 5. So what I did when I was doing these before, because I need to make sure that I don't go over, that I leave myself enough room up here. So what I did is I colored some lines here so that I knew which one I was using to measure. It just helped me stamp. I don't know why. It's just sometimes it does. Because I don't want to stamp I don't want to glue this down until I get stamped in case I mess up. You know how that is, right? But I need a good 2 inches from the top. So from that line, okay, because this is gonna, let me make sure. This is gonna line up to there. See how I got from that line to that line? So I want to go 2 inches down from the top. And I want to make sure that it's kind of where I'm gonna, okay, this is just something I do for me. And I go out so I can see the line. That way I can kind of see where I need to be above that line, because this is going to be here. Then I'm going to have the, oh, what do you call it? My ribbon. So, and I got pencil all over my hands, so I'm going to wipe it real quick. Okay. And I'm going to turn it. I'm going to go ahead. Oh my gosh, this eraser doesn't work. Got a little bit of pencil mark, so I want to get that off there. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go back up here. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm going to have to cut a new. There we go. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I purchased a retired stamp set off the internet called Celebrate Sunflowers. Isn't it pretty? I wish she would have had the die set to go with it, so I need to find it. But right now I just have the stamps, and like I said, this is an older stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and use our pecan pie, and I'm going to use the smaller of the sunflowers, and we're going to stamp 3 of them across the top using the pecan pie. So I'm going to stamp. Sometimes when you have like 3 things to stamp, it's easier. Oh, I just messed up. I didn't go down far enough. Because I have to get that, yeah, I didn't go down far enough. We're going to flip this over. Okay. The reason I got to redo it is because I have to get Life is Better Than a Friend Like You on this as well. And that is not going to fit. My pencil marks are all over this. Okay. So I need to be up higher up here when I stamp this. So here's my two. I'm going to go up and just kind of, there we go. All right, so we're going to stamp it. When you stamp like on 3, to try to get them even, sometimes it's better if you stamp 1 on 1 and then you can center the one in the middle, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to come back with Life is Better with a Friend Like You, and we are going to stamp it underneath. And there goes my husband. Okay. Okay. So then when we put this on here and I get the ribbon on there, it's going to look perfect. Okay. So we're done with the pecan pie. Now what we're going to do is I am going to watercolor the centers while I still have a little bit of fresh ink. I just put a little bit of water in the tray, and I have this little watercolor deal, and I just got it wet, and it just, all it does is it's going to pull in the color. And if you do it while the ink is still a little bit wet, you know, not completely dried into the paper, you'll get a better result. So I'm going to do that real quick. I really probably should have used watercolor paper, but we're winging it. That's me. I just wing it. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's all we're going to do, and it's going to darken itself up. This one was a little bit lighter than the other two, but it'll look nice when we're done. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to get the water out of the way because I'm famous for dumping it. We are going to take our, I've got some markers. I've got my light Daffodil Delight, my light Old Olive, and my light Wild Wheat. And so we're going to take the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to color the sunflower leaves. I had to clip my little tip off my pen. It was all getting all ragged and jagged. I'm gonna have to order another one. I love this light color with the pecan pie. I think it's really pretty. Man, it is a beautiful day out. It is hot. We actually shut the doors and turned the air conditioner on. I've really been enjoying these nice cool mornings. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do number 2. Same thing. Just a quick color. The thing about these markers, these Stampin' Blends, you don't have to push. You just kind of let it kind of go around and it highlights itself. Paul has been like Christmas with football. I get the itches. It's like Christmas Day. This morning he had to set his alarm early so he could get up and watch game day, and he lives for this time of year. I always ask him, okay, is this going to be a screaming game or is this going to be a blowout game? And then I watch the score on my, especially if he's gone, then I'll watch the phone on my, or watch the score so I know whether I can leave my door open or I need to shut it. He is very passionate about Alabama. I just heard I heard some bad words, so I'll talk a little bit louder. La la la. Okay, then after this, I'm just going to go in. You could leave it like this. I'm going to go in with a wild wheat and just kind of highlight some of the leaves. It looks kind of, when I first did it, it looked kind of funny, not funny, different, I guess. But then after it dried, it looks really pretty. So all I'm going to do is just go in here and just do some wispies. Just kind of highlight some of those lines, nothing real big. Okay, let's go. Just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. Oop, I missed one of the leaves there. Okay, color this one leaf and then, whoops, almost colored my hand. All right, not too bad. Then we're gonna take the green, and I picked the light olive. I tried the mossy meadow because that's my go-to green, and it was too dark. So we're just gonna do the light olive back here on the leaves. And I just have a little bit of the leaf showing. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm going to take this is the Iconic Celebration paper that was one of our online exclusives this year. And this last, a couple months ago. And so I cut it down to 1.5 by 5 inches. And we're just going to take our adhesive and we're going to tack it down. I love the fall. You guys have heard me say that a million times. I am a fall girl. Okay, this is our gold or gold. It says gold or gold or gold. So it's our gold. It's like a shoelace, honestly. But I love the gold specks on it. And I'm not sure if you can still get this, but I'm going to tell you, I got to find out if you can, because I've used it a lot more than I ever thought I would. It came with I think it came with our Notes of Nature suite. So it's probably still available. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put down, because it's such a thick ribbon, I'm going to put 2 pieces of tear tape on each side of it to hold it in place. And what I do is I look up in the light. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. You can see through, but right here, if you look up in the light, you can see where it needs to go. Because it's going to go right above the paper part. So I put 2 pieces of there down so that it will hold the ends. Because you could use your adhesive or your glue dots. But being that it's kind of thick, and so I'm going to go ahead and do it that way. It'll hold it a little bit better for us. I am coming up on 2 years of Stampin' Up! Here, and I think I started in October. I'm going to have to come up with a fun special or a fun drawing or something. Okay, so then, oh, I messed up. I should have put so then you take this, woo, and I cut it. So I'm going to put just the end on the back to hold it in place. And then you're just going to, okay, strip it across. Okay, and then we're gonna wrap it around here. Alabama just got an interception, if you can hear. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I just take either a glue dot or just a little bit of adhesive just to kind of hold it down in the middle. I like the adhesive because then I can wrap there you go. And I think that is a pencil mark. Oh, thank goodness it is. I was kind of frustrated. I'm like, I just ruined my card. Okay, isn't that cute? So then we're gonna go ahead and take our adhesive and go around the edges, and then we are gonna tack it down to the front of the card. It's warm in here. turn my AC on. Okay. Isn't that stinking cute? Oh, I forgot to add my little doodads. And I'm going to use, these are from last Christmas, I believe. They're called the Festive Pearls. And I'm just going to put some gold, just a little bit of gold bling on there. Just to kind of, whoops, that one didn't stick. There we go. Just to kind of give it a little bit more gold. There we go. Stinking cute. And on the inside, I decided all I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you can write on this yellow. Obviously, it's, you know, it's light enough. So I'm going to take our little sunflower with our pecan pie color, and I'm just going to half off of the, just go half off of the side here. That's all I'm going to do, just to put it like in the corner. And that's it, like that. Oh, Alabama got a touchdown. Okay. Move that out of the way. Isn't this cute? So stinking easy. Now, if you wanted to, you could put another layer with this white in here, but I really think I'm just going to leave it like that. We could even take some of the strip of this and put it across, but I think, oh, that would actually be kind of cute. What if we did a smaller strip? That's kind of pretty. Probably should have done it at the bottom, but I'm going to leave it like that. So you can jazz it up more if you'd like. But anyways, I thought that was a super cute fall card for September. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, or when I post this, had a great weekend. And we will be talking to you soon. This is Darla from Stampin' with Chaos. Have a great day.